Let us study the flow of current. Flow, you call it growth of current in LR circuit. Now you call it LR, RL, both mean same. The circuit has one inductor and one resistor. So the circuit is something like this. The EMF is E, resistance is R, inductance is L, and it can be closed in this direction. So if I close the key switch, will the current is passing like this. If I close the key, will the current instantaneously pass through the circuit? So how that flow of current will be there? We want to understand that mathematically and graphically. So for that we need to analyze the circuit. So we'll apply KVL. So here the flow of current is like this. The current is increasing in this direction. So this is plus minus. So this is plus minus. So what equation I will get? I will get, if I am applying from this point, then it is E, positive to negative to positive. There is a rise, there is a drop here, and I am assuming there is a drop here also. So this will be L di by dt is equal to 0. At this stage we are not really bothered about the sign. We are deriving an expression. So from here we can write that we are finding an expression for I. So what I will do is I will rearrange the terms. I will write E minus IR is equal to L di by dt. So we are studying the interval from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to infinity. At t is equal to infinity, what will happen? All the current would have passed through the circuit. Let us say that current is I is equal to I0. Okay. So in that situation, what will happen? Will there be any change in the current? Let us say the current from 0 to 2 ampere, it has to be transferred, and let us say 2 amperes total current is transferred. Will there be any further change in current? There won't be any change in current. So we can say that di by dt at that instant will be equal to 0. So therefore put in this equation, E minus IR is equal to 0, or I at that instant of time, I0 will be equal to E by R. So at that state L has no role to play. This simply becomes a wire. It has no role to play at t is equal to infinity. That point we will explore later, but right now remember this point. Now if I want to, this is a time varying function, so I would like to bring, if I want to develop an equation, I need to, here di and dt is there. So let us rearrange the equation this way, that this becomes E minus IR is equal to L di by dt, or take this term this side, it becomes di by E minus IR is equal to dt by L. So here I will do one thing. Rather than writing like this, let us divide both sides by L. then what happens? E minus IR by L is equal to di by dt. So here I will take minus R as common term. L anyway is divided in the denominator, so I will take minus R outside. If I take minus R outside, I will come this way, and this will become E by R is equal to di by dt. This has been done for a reason that we want to bring an equation in a particular format. We can just multiply and see. Minus R into I, it is minus IR, minus R into minus E by R, it is E. So here now let us rearrange the terms. While rearranging the terms, what are we going to get? We will get di by I minus E by R is equal to dt into R by L with a minus sign. So for getting the total expression, we can integrate both sides. Here variable is dt, which is the time period is between 0 to t, let us say, and current transferred is 0 to I0. That is the total current that is transferred. So this is dx by x format. So this is integration will be log of natural base x. So it will be I minus E by R. The upper and lower boundary will be 0 to I0, let us say, is equal to, this will simply become R by L into T. So upper and lower boundary are 0 to T, so this will become T only. Now let us plug in the values. Okay, so here ln I minus E by R minus ln minus E by R is equal to minus R by L T. So log of A minus log B, so it is I minus E by R divided by minus E by R is equal to minus R by L T. So if you apply antilog both sides, this will become I minus E by R divided by minus E by R is equal to E power minus RT by L. So this E power minus RT by L, I will write it as E power T divided by L by R. This we will call it as tau, which is also called time constant. Okay, tau L. So we can write this equation as E minus E by R minus E by R is equal to E power minus T by tau. This is a time constant. That implies I minus E by R is equal to minus E by R into E power minus T by tau, or I is equal to E by R minus E by R into T by tau. E by R, anyway we have discovered that it is I0. So E by R, if you take common, it becomes E power minus T by tau, or I is equal to I0 into 1 minus E power tau by tau. This is the expression. So if you keep on plugging the values of T, see, tau is a constant value. Tau is a constant, L by R, it's a constant value. So you will keep on getting at what particular time how much current has been transferred. How will be the graph? So I0 is the maximum value, and if you put t is equal to infinity, what will happen? It will become e power minus infinity. So that means e power infinity, which is equal to 0, almost equal to 0. Then I becomes equal to I0. So at t is equal to infinity, if this is t tends to infinity, it is exponential graph and it is moving towards I0 at t is equal to infinity. So the graph will look like this. If t has been put as tau, if t is equal to tau, then I becomes equal to I0 into 1 minus e power minus 1, which is nothing but I0 into 1 minus 1 by e, or I0 into e minus 1 by e, or I0 into 1.7 by 2.7, which is approximately equal to 0.63 I0. That means at one time constant 63% of the current has been transferred. So this value, we can say it is tau L, one time constant, approximately 0.63 I0 has gone. Okay, so this is the approach. Important thing is you should remember this, it is an exponential function. If we try to see this in another way, we understand that power is supplied by the battery. Some part of it is dissipated by resistor, and some part of it, L, is storing energy. From energy point of view, we are seeing the power given by the battery is how much? Battery has a EMF E and current is I. So it is E multiplied by I is equal to, resistor is taking I square R, and this is, what is the energy stored in this is means it is L di by dt. It is also EI, no? So E is L di by dt into I. So here I is common everywhere, so it is E IR minus L di by dt is what you are getting, right? Now look into this equation. E minus IR is equal to L di by dt. E minus IR is equal to L di by dt. If I don't consider the sign part, it will become, let us say, plus. So from energy perspective also we can explain the same phenomena. Okay, another perspective.